What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a quick video going over some utility knives. If you're like me and you break down a couple boxes a day, you probably carry a utility knife around with you. So I found one that I've been carrying for a month or so now, and I think it deserves a video. So let's get into it. Here we will see just a few different ones that I have used. Being the Hyper Tough, this is just a normal like polymer style utility knife that I've carried, I've used. These aren't bad, and they're sub $5. They're pretty inexpensive. Just a little button releases your blade. These aren't bad. Lock back, pretty good. Let's move up. Let's go to the Cobalt stainless steel construction, or I'm assuming stainless. It might be aluminum. I haven't checked. It's like a $7 utility knife. You can manipulate these with one hand, kind of. Mine probably needs to be oiled. Same thing, lock back. These are great too. These really aren't bad. This has seen a lot of use. Move on to the next one. This was one that I picked up on Amazon for like 15 or 16 bucks. I use this guy mainly is for like when I'm doing leather and stuff like that. A little bit nicer wooden handle. These are cool. $16. I mean, it is what it is. It's nice and heavy. I like that. I like that it just feels good. But all of these you could carry in a sense. Not something that I would want to carry. I mean, these have the same size as a pocket knife. So enter the Screwpop Utility Knife 3.0. This guy is awesome. I mean, this fits in a fifth pocket, or you could just throw it in your bottom pocket. It's got a magnet right here, which is relatively strong. This is great. I mean, if I'm working on something, I can just stick this to something metal next to me, or just slip it back in my pocket. One-handed. Oh, so nice. And it's a little fidgety, which is cool. The fidget's fun, but it's got its downfall with that. We'll go over that. But the magnet is cool. I've used that more times than I thought I would. See here, it's relatively strong, but if I've got it out and I'm working on something, I don't always want to slide it back in my pocket. And this guy right here is a little bottle opener because they put that on everything. Let's move these out of the way. So nice thing about him is he takes standard blades, so you can swap this out with pretty much any style blade. There you go, and then you're ready to rock and roll. So you do not have to buy the Screwpop blades if you don't care to. But the cool thing is you can also do, if you're using any of like the ceramic blades or any of those cool upgrades, you can also get those too. So ceramic blades, all that good stuff will work on these guys. It takes standard blades. I've really enjoyed this. I've used it a lot. Let me see. Ooh, glare. So here you go. Here is your screw prop. It's actually it's called Ron's Utility Knife 3.0. I don't know where the Ron's comes from, but this is the 3.0 version. And so whenever you unlock this guy, you can position it with any of the holes. So this particular blade only has two. So I can lock it here. I can lock it here, depending on what kind of reach I need. If you get the blades that have four positions, like the one that it comes with, you can position it in four different ways. You can get it all the way out extended if you get them that size. So a couple bad that I've noticed about this. The hard thing about this is to not fidget it, because it's kind of satisfying. It's got like a nice little ring to it whenever the blade falls. The only bad thing I've noticed is, so when you slide this blade, it's making very small contact against the side here, and if you fidget it, it kind of dulls the blade pretty quickly. A lot less of an issue if you go with like a ceramic blade. They tend to have edge, their edge retention's better than just a little stainless blade. But regardless, you can use any kind of blade. I change the blade on this probably once every couple weeks. I break down you know, maybe three to five boxes a day when, you know, in a work setting. So it's, you know, it is what it is. It's $10. I mean, it's really inexpensive. I threw a lanyard on mine. You could keep this on a keychain. You could keep nothing on the back of this at all. But in the grand scheme of things, we'll just say here, it's the profile. It's just so much better. It's so much smaller. And I mean, in terms of thickness, I mean, it's a world of difference. See, there you go. I mean, if you're breaking down a bunch of boxes a day, you're probably not going to want to just break down all kinds of boxes with this. I would assume holding. I mean, you do get good purchase on this. It's comfortable. Like, it's not like it's too small. It's not a form factor thing. But, you know, having something a little bit bigger or built for the job sturdier would definitely be easier. You can get a lot more pressure on here. You can choke up on it a little bit better than you could on something that size. But I like the trade-off. You know, with this is heavy. With this in my pocket, or, you know, even with one of the slightly smaller ones, these are still heavy, and the profile is big. So I mean, it takes up a lot of pocket space. And, you know, if you EDC a few things, if you've got, you know, a pocket knife, a flashlight, stuff like that, it's prime real estate, man. You don't want to put one of these in your pocket. I usually keep this fifth pocket behind my AirPods with a lanyard out, and if I'm about to break down a box, I slide it out, do the box, put it back, done. And I mean, that's it. I mean, I just wanted to show this guy off just real fast, just because it's worth talking about. It really is. Like I said, $10 on Amazon. If you use, just check it out. You'll like it, I promise. But I mean, aside from that, that's gonna wrap this one up. This was a short one. Just wanted to touch base on him. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing back to the channel. I try to post as much as possible. Currently, I'm posting every day. But thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you on the next one.